Welcome back to the Connors and Ferris High School Sports Show brought to you by Salvatore's Pizza. We have Mercy basketball coming up in just a minute, but before we talk to the Monarchs, let's tell you a bit about our friends at Bath Fitter. There's a reason they do so many jobs in Rochester that puts Bath Fitter in the top 5 nationally for volume of sales. They do great work, and they've been doing it for more than 20 years in the Rochester area. If you want to get your bathroom remade in one day, check them out online, bathfitter.com. But don't just click around. Pick up the phone, give them a call, 617-0007. Book your hassle-free, no-commitment consultation, bathfitter.com. All right, let's get right into it with the Mercy Monarchs basketball program. And they have a new coach. So let's start with her, formerly Kara Houppert, Webster Thomas graduate, an Alberta Rochester player, also a standout for some really good SUNY Geneseo women's basketball teams that made it to 3 or 2 NCAA tournaments? Three NCAA tournaments. Kara, Coach K, they call her, folks. We're going to call her Coach K. Welcome. Congrats on the job. I know we're in a pause right now. You're not actually having a season, but you got the job in July, I believe?
Yes, officially got the job in July.
You were assistant coach at Geneseo.
Yes.
I beg your pardon. Katie Whitaker also is with us. She's a senior. And
Hello.
Holly Bagley also is with us. Hi, ladies.
Hi.
All right, so let me actually go with the youngsters real quick here, Coach. Coach K. Katie, when you found out Coach Vasey was stepping down, you know, he'd been there 11 years. You'd played for him for, I think, 4 years. Were you surprised? Did you know it was coming?
No, I actually didn't know it was coming at all, and it was hard at first because I was going to Mercy camps ever since 3rd grade. I have known Coach Tom basically my entire basketball career, so to hear that he was leaving my senior year, it was definitely challenging, but it was for his family. Like, I totally understood. It was for, like, he wanted to be with his family more, so I totally understood, and I was excited for the new opportunity. Coach K, I was excited for, you know, a change.
Holly, how did you find out that who your new coach was? Was it something you guys heard from someone at school or through the grapevine or on social media? Or how did you find out?
Yeah, I think we found out from the athletic director.
Yeah,
cool.
I think so.
Yeah, Mr. Yandek. So yeah, it was definitely just a surprise when they stepped down, but like we all totally understood it. I mean, I'm always excited for a new change. So Coach K was definitely an awesome pick. I mean, we love her. So yeah.
Well, she's Kara Ingalls now, and Coach, you coach at SUNY Geneseo, where your alma mater, and you're an assistant there. You'd been a head coach where you work at Naples and been successful as a head coach. What brought you back into the high school realm and left the college coaching ranks?
I mean, I knew I could get so much experience being an assistant coach at Geneseo and just being able to kind of take it all in, the scouting and all the stuff that kind of just goes beyond just day-to-day practices. And I knew at some point I wanted to come back and be a high school coach in Section 5. That had been my goal ever since I played at Webster Thomas. And I didn't know when the opportunity was going to come, but when someone called me on the phone and said, hey, Mercy's going to have an opening, I just knew I had to take advantage of it, especially with Mercy being such a well-established program and so well-respected in the college community. I knew I had to go for it.
How much different – sorry, go ahead, Steve. My bad.
I got to get one in before the interview's over, buddy. Katie, how much street cred did Coach K come in with, knowing what an excellent player she was? And you know, I know you haven't had anything official yet, but when you hear that your new coach has done a lot of things that players on the team aspire to do, does that give you an instant connection?
Yeah, it was incredible to hear that she played college at Geneseo. She did it. She experienced it, and now she's coming back to help us, like help me with my college experience, getting me ready, getting the rest of the girls ready if they're going to play college basketball. So she kind of had that connection with us. And it was awesome. It was really cool because she was kind of like an inspiration. Like, yeah, we can do that. So, yeah, it was exciting.
Holly, what have you all been able to do as a team? I know some teams are doing they're wearing their masks and doing workouts together. Are you able to do that? Are you able to do anything in a gym where you're not using a ball, where it's an official practice? What have you been able to do?
Yeah, so we haven't been able to get into like our personal gym yet, but we've had the opportunity to get into some other gyms outside of the school. We've worn our masks, did a little ball handling and some layups, and gotten back into it a little bit. So, yeah.
Kara, it's really early in your career, so I don't know if you can say that you have a style yet. But what kind of approach do you hope to bring to this team? You mentioned it's a high-profile, well-established team, always has talent. What is Coach K's style?
My style is definitely, I'm very defensive. I think that our offense can stem from our defense. I'm looking to really push the ball and score a lot more in transition, a lot more read and react, and kind of inside-outside basketball game. So a lot of high energy is what I'm looking for this year.
Kara, what did you learn? You were Naples head coach for how many years?
Just 1 year.
Just one. What? And you did very, very well, if I remember correctly, pretty well, right?
Yes.
What do you remember
We
the record?
had our best record in the school history, or at least in the last 30 years, beat some teams that they hadn't beaten in a really long time. So yeah, we were definitely pretty successful.
Were you coach of the year?
Yes, I was.
I thought so. Okay. What did you learn? Right, fairly right out of college, and you're the head coach.
I definitely think the biggest takeaway from coaching at Naples was just really, you might have, your own style as a coach, but at the end of the day, you could drop it when you meet your players. I just really took the time to get to know each of my players individually, really focused in on their strengths, and then just kind of utilize that to make a game plan. And then also just doing really well with scouting reports and just knowing the type of team you were going up against and how you could use your strengths on your team to kind of go against that.
Holly, it's been a tough year, and we don't have a crystal ball. January 4th was supposed to be the season start in this temporary pause. How are you and your teammates coping with this and getting through it together?
I mean, it's definitely hard for like any senior across the board. I mean, we've had a group chat that we stay in contact. We always wish each other happy birthday. We've seen each other on the weekend, so that's good. We just keep in high spirits, even though it's definitely depressing. We just keep up, we smile, we say hi. Yeah, we just keep in contact. I think I personally love our team. We're all friends, great friends, so.
It just dawned on me, though, this is Mercy. This is a private school, Steve. So Katie, are you back in the building full-time 5 days a week? How is that working at Mercy now?
Yeah, so Mercy's actually doing hybrid learning. So they have two groups. One group goes Monday, Tuesday to school. The other group goes Thursday, Friday. And the days that you're not in school, you're online. So
Okay.
I go to school Thursday, Friday, and then I'm online Monday, Tuesday.
Okay, so it's actually very similar to most of the public schools models. Okay, I thought I saw in a tweet somewhere about private schools are back to normal, and I'm like, they are. So apparently that person was wrong. Katie, Furman University.
Yes.
North Carolina? Where is Furman?
South Carolina.
Okay. Why Furman?
Good golf school. Dottie Pepper's alma mater.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Dottie's like, she knows.
But why did you like it?
Why did you like it? Yeah, why did you like it?
So I actually have family in Greenville, South Carolina, which is literally like down the road. And my cousins were always like, oh, because we never get to see each other, like maybe like once a year. So I reached out to Furman. The campus is beautiful. My sister actually went to Furman for 2 years and then transferred home because she was just homesick and missed being in New York. But yeah, I love the campus. I remember her year, we were moving her in, and I was like, this campus is it's beautiful. And then it was like years later, I was like thinking about college, like getting serious. And my sister was like, Katie, why don't you reach out to the Furman's women's basketball team? Like the head coach is very successful. It's a great program. And I think you might like fit with the team. And I was like, yeah, like might as well, like that's like perfect. So I sent out like a highlight clip to the assistant coach, Coach P, and he got back to me and we just started communicating and it took off from there.
And You're really tall too, right?
Yes.
You can't tell on our screen. How tall are you? 6'4"? 6'4".
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
I think, Steve, I think she could post me up.
She's the tallest one in the room. Holly, what about your future plans?
Yeah, so as I mentioned before, I want to play Division III basketball, so I've looked at John Carroll, Houghton. Right now, John Carroll's sticking out to me the most because it's just a smaller school. They're actually really high up in the Division III program, really successful. So, yeah, I've contacted them. I haven't heard back yet, but I'll definitely be getting in contact with them more.
Kara's nodding, Coach K. Did you ever play against John Carroll?
They were always in the NCAA tournament. We never got the opportunity to play against them, but they were always like a team we would see. But yeah, they are a great program. It's
great to see smiling faces. We hope that we get to see y'all on the court sometime later this winter. And we actually did an interview with Coach Julian from Mendon, and I said, if they gave you a 4-game regular season and then just said that's it, sectionals, are you cool with that? Are you cool with that? 4 games and sectionals.
Yes.
That would be enough.
We're good with that.
Yeah.
He had a 2-word answer. He said, "I'm in."
Yeah. This group of girls, they're just so hardworking. They've been so adaptive, so resilient, and just have stayed positive, especially our group of seniors. They just deserve to play and really showcase their stuff. So we'll take anything.
Well, Section 5 is going on the offensive, I think, to try to get this thing done. So we wish you the best of luck, Mercy. Thank you for making some time for us on the program.
Thank you so much.
All right, we'll take our next break, come back, and we'll finish off this program. You're listening to the Connors and Ferris High School Sports Show, brought to you by Salvatore's Pizza.